Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome back to our daily crypto recap. Today is February 26th, 2022. And I'm here trying to help you guys to navigate these waters of the crypto community and the crypto world. So, like I said, I'm just still trying to figure out how to run these lives and to transition between the different screens and all that. And so just bear with me as I keep learning. So today we have some pretty good news. We've held above 39,000 for Bitcoin over the last 24 hours, and it looks like we're kind of creeping up there. Ethereum is also moving up above 2,800. So if we're looking at the top 10 cryptos right now, you look at most of them are looking like they're in the green over the past 24 hours. So we have Bitcoin up 0.6%, Ethereum up 4.1%, Binance Coin up 2.1%, XRP 3.3%, Solana is at 0.8%, Terra Luna is up 11.7%. Terra's on a little bit of a run because they've just raised another $1 billion in liquidity for their stable coin. So the Terra project is starting to look really, really good right now. Again, not financial advice. I don't promote any specific products, but just personally, just looking at the industry across the board and just the things that I'm interested in, I just talk about them. Cardano as well is up over the last 24 hours, 1.8%, and Avalanche, Polkadot, and basically the top 10, I guess, layer 1 and layer 2 products are all looking pretty good right now. So that's kind of what's going on with the coins. So right now, I guess we're still kind of in that holding pattern. Bitcoin still needs to get above 40,000 in order to be able to start keeping its momentum moving up. So we're still really in that kind of like wait and see phase. We don't really know what's happening and what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation. It looks as if that Russia's getting a lot closer to the capital. So we just don't know really where that's all gonna kind of pan out. Looking at the fear and greed index, the fear and greed index now has gone down another notch from 27 yesterday to 26 today. So we're still in fear territory. It's a little par for the course. We're at people are still trying to keep their money on the sidelines. People are still scared to be investing in these risk-on assets like technology stocks and crypto assets, digital assets. That's just where we are right now currently in the market sector. And who knows what's going to happen over the next couple of days. I think maybe we'll start seeing things move in the right direction if we can get above 41,000 for Bitcoin. Just trying to get this to move. There we go. So along with some of the bad news we have here is Ontario has been in the news again. So they're putting their sanctions on Russia, and one of the sanctions that they've imposed is to remove all Russian alcohol out of the LCBO. It's a little bit of a joke, I think, that a lot of these sanctions that are being imposed that really are not even slaps on the wrist for Russia on the grand scheme of things. So it's basically like almost like we're scared to really impose harsh sanctions on Russia for whatever reason, I don't know, but it's not looking good, and it looks like the Ukraine may fall. Okay, but what's good is that the crypto community has actually come together, and they've already raised $4 million in donations for Ukrainians and for the Ukrainian army since the start of the invasion last week. So that's really good for crypto, and it's showing how the community can kind of come together and try to help out people in need. In addition to that, FTX, which is Sam Bankman-Fried's company. It's one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world right now, and Sam Bankman-Fried is one of the best kind of venture cap investors right now in crypto. Well, they've donated $25 to every Ukrainian account holder of the FTX token. So that's pretty cool as well. In some good news, we have the Goldman Sachs executive that has joined Coinbase. Coinbase is one of the top 3 crypto exchanges globally right now. And Goldman Sachs the executives from Goldman Sachs come from traditional finance. So basically what's happening is we have traditional finance executives moving into crypto and digital assets, which is going to basically help bridge some gaps between the old way of doing things into the new way of doing things, and hopefully be able to cross-pollinate and be able to accelerate adoption in the space. So I think this is really good for crypto, and I think this is really good for the world economy, because as we get these smart people who have been successful in these large traditional financial institutions coming into these new crypto digital companies that are trying to do transformational things to help the world, that this is just going to be good for crypto, it's going to be good for us as investors, and it's going to be good for the space as a whole. That just segues me into the most important thing that I can think about, which is zooming out. For all this short term, the last 2.5 months, I guess, since the beginning, mid-December, since everything started to drop, it's been very scary, right? But when you zoom out and you look at the global market cap by year over the last 8 years, 7, 8, 9 years, you can look back in 2013, the total global market cap of crypto was only $1.5 billion. And by January of 2014, it grew to $11 billion. And then we hit our downturn, which dropped 50% to $5.5 billion. And we continued to grow over that period of time to a benchmark in January of $2.2 trillion. We know we hit over $3 trillion at some point in November of 2021, but we're benchmarking this on January every year. So to grow from 1.5 billion to a $2.2 trillion asset class in 8-9 years is unbelievable. And that just shows you that the growth of the space just continues to go up and to the right. So if you're scared about the short-term kind of volatility and you're scared about where this space is going, just zoom out a little bit. Look at how much this space has grown over the last 8-9 years, and know that the money, it just continues to pile into the space. The technology continues to get better and stronger. And to reiterate this point, you look at venture capital investments in crypto since 2016. Well, in 2016, there was less than $1 billion invested into crypto projects. And you fast forward that to 2021, there was $31 billion last year invested into crypto. Now, if you add up all of the amount of investments from 2016 to 2020, that total combined doesn't even add up to 31 billion, which was the total amount spent in 2021. And all indications are that number is just going to be eclipsed for 2022. So I think that the important things to look at here are that we know that this space is going to be big. We know that the space is going to continue to grow. We know that it's volatile. The volatility is our opportunity. But we know that the amount of people that are continuing to use and adopt and embrace crypto and digital assets is just growing. It's growing leaps and bounds over the previous months and previous years from the past. So I just think that right now, just sit on the sidelines, watch what's going on, watch the space, do your research. If you like a specific token, you like a specific project, do your research on it. Figure out some of the key things that you look at that deem whether this is important or not, or this is good or not. And I'll get into some videos kind of sharing some of my tokenomics of the specific projects that I think are very important in order to be able to deem whether a project has some value or not. And I'll share that with you guys in the coming weeks. But from that standpoint, I guess we're just pretty much at the end of it. And thanks again for tuning in, guys, and really appreciate you guys taking the time and bearing with me as I continue to learn how to build out these videos. And we will talk to you soon. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.